Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Weaklink's vlog number 1. Uno, Hana, Un. In 4 different languages, that's number 1. It was English, Spanish, French, and Korean. Kind of an interesting mix, if you ask me. But more importantly, my name is Curtis Wright, and to your Weaklink on the Twitters and around the interwebs of esports. Hi, welcome. Don't want to scare you off my kung fu moves. Everybody was kung fu fighting. One was as fast as lightning. Alright, anyways, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that hurt your ears, but I enjoy singing. I'll admit badly. But I love music more. I love coffee, tea, esports, the ladies. But that's for a different time and place. Anyways, let's go to the other 4. Coffee. What do I love about it? Everything, except for when it's metal filtered. That is not good for you. Metal filters on coffee have been shown to potentially have some not so great medical results, but that does not mean it is not great for you in other ways when you do a paper filter. Excuse me. The other thing being, normally I take my coffee just black with a little bit of whole milk in it, but I heard, and I haven't tried it yet, I gotta make sure this is like supposedly a secret. The best way to take your coffee is organic coffee with some grass-fed butter, like very little bit. Like make the coffee hot, throw it in a preheated blender, and then throw the butter in and mix it. It's supposed to taste awesome, and it's actually supposed to be really good for you. Unsalted too. That's the biggest thing about that butter. It's to be grass-fed and unsalted if you want it to be the best for your body, like to be all natural and whatnot. And then there's tea. Tea is awesome. Green tea having high level antioxidants, keeping you nice and clean, so you can stay away from sickness. Being like, no, Mr. Sickness. It's like Swifer. Swifer, no swiping. Sickness, no sicky. But more important, sorry. Oh, that was really interesting. I didn't even know I was gonna do that. Then there was, oh yeah, esports. That's what we're here. Esports. Oh my gosh, casting. Yes, that is what I'm doing for Basetradetv, casting StarCraft 2. I am a Diamond Terran player currently as of January 8th, 2013 on the NA server, but that's for Wings of Liberty. For HOTS, I am a random player. League hasn't really been figured out yet though, but I have decided I will be random in HOTS because I can't figure out which race I like at the moment, since they all have really cool. Protoss has awesome units, Zerg has really cool abilities, and then Terran I feel the most comfortable with. So I'm like, I don't know who to choose. What? I must make a decision? No, I will play all of them. I also love doing voices. If you've ever seen like Jeff Gaffigan do a comedy sketch, might see something along those lines. So he normally picks one voice to go between, but I love doing different voices and different accents, which is a nice transition into discussing some hobbies of mine, because we're not all about the esports here. That is what I am here to present to you on the page, the streaming page for Basetradetv that is being finalized at the moment, so that's why I cannot give you which page it is, but it is Basetradetv when we figure out if it's owned or twitched. But the hobbies of mine are mostly involving learning languages. I've already talked about coffee and tea. I love going to the gym and lifting. Unfortunately, the results haven't really shown yet. Also trying to think, but languages. So right now I am refining my Spanish. That is one big thing. I am also working on learning Korean because of esports. Kind of gave me an interest in Korean. I took that interest, I ran with it, and I've now decided to learn the language because I'm very interested in going there. As I lower the camera slightly because I realize you can't see a lot of me. Okay, that's a little bit better. I am, for more just small introductory information, 19 years old. I'm here to kind of just present to you my view of StarCraft and kind of give you a medium of which we can discuss and have an open forum. But this is the vlog page that I will be doing once a week, different topics all spread throughout. I might deviate from esports quite a bit just because esports is for map control and for base trade and for everything. That's what's bringing us together. That's what we like. Oh, we like esports too, let's go hang out. But that doesn't mean that's what we end up always talking about. And so I am hoping with my vlogs to maybe be a little bit more open-ended, hoping, keyword there, and kind of do different things. Might be a little bit more free-flowy. Yeah. But that is what I'm hoping. I wish to present to you more, but I will give you one esports story real quick. Weaklink, that is my name. A little bit of a weird name, and doesn't inspire the most indicative fear in your opponents, as No Scope 420 XXMLG does, obviously, and whenever you played Call of Duty. So why did I pick a name like Weaklink? It's not a really strong name, it's not a really powerful name at first, it would seem. It actually stretches back to StarCraft 1, and I know not everyone has played StarCraft 1, so I'm going to give a really brief lesson on how games are made and the effects of joining a game in StarCraft 1 before I talk about the name. So in StarCraft 1, let's just go with BattleNet, because IC Cup worked very similarly. Basically the same thing, different server. Click create game, it pulls up a list of the maps you have. You click the map you want based on the type of game you're playing. Obviously if you're doing a free-for-all, you're going to pick a bigger map. Quite honestly, the most common map was Big Game Hunters. You can find, if you Google Big Game Hunters and images, you'll find it. It was a StarCraft Brood War map. It came out with the expansion. The first one had Big Game Hunter, had Game Hunters, I believe, or just Hunters. I'm not 100% sure, but Big Game Hunters has been the big and most known map for a lot of the community members. A lot of people played on Big Game Hunters for a very long time. So when you would create that map, you pick it, you'd go, okay. Then you would go into this thing and you make it like 3v3 or 2v2 or free-for-all. Either way that they made it, when somebody went to go join game, they would click the join game button. They would go in there. This person would have put a title up and no password and told it that was public and made the slots individually public, so you can pick exactly how many people are going to join your game. Which is how you can make, yeah, anyways, like that would derail this conversation that we are having. Join game, you filter it based on what you want, so like free-for-all, okay, free-for-all, 1v1, melee, or something like that. It would filter it by that. You would then click a game you would join. But when you joined, it would say how many wins, how many losses, and I think Day 9 said it even showed how many disconnects you had. Also in IC Cup, it showed your ranking, like out of 1,000 points. Oh, you have 1,000 points. Oh, you have more than that, so you're obviously a better player than that. When you joined a game, the person who created it had like ultimate abilities until the game started. Once the game started, it was all based on the rules of the game. But in the lobby, you can kick people from the lobby based on, I mean, you can still do that to this day in StarCraft 2. You can still kick people from lobby, I'm pretty sure. So when you would join game in StarCraft 1, when I would join game, when I was first playing the first like 4 games I played of 3v3 in StarCraft 1 after losing my first 1v1 because I had no clue what was going on in ZVZ. I would go in and I'd be like, oh, hey guys, I'm not that great. I'm kind of new to StarCraft, a little bit of a noob. Just so you know, just because I was a really nice guy, I was like letting my team know that I wasn't gonna be that great. You know, like, hey guys, I'm sorry. I hope you can help me here and be a little bit patient with me as I learn this. And they would go, what? Get him off our team. Somebody kick him. Kick him. So I get kicked from like 3 lobbies. And I was like, what's going on? Why do they not like me? Do they not want to play with me? What is wrong with me? Sads. Yeah, that's like the world's smallest violin being played right now. You can't hear it. It's too small. My mic isn't powerful enough. It's powerful enough to pick up my breathing, but not the world's smallest violin or whatever. So you would have this issue I was having where I keep getting kicked from game after game after game. So finally, what do? I sat down and I tried to think about a name. Not any kind of name, but a name that let you know I was bad. Weaklink. I would be the weakest link on your team. Okay, Weaklink. So I went with Weaklink, and then when we lost our game, dude, why didn't you build a spawning pool? Why did you go hatch first in a 3v3? They both went 4 pool. I went, dude, did you not see my name? I'm Weaklink, the weakest link on this team, bro. Don't blame me. You should have known I was bad. Yeah, that's where that name basically comes from, actually. And then I've kept it just because I find it hilarious, but also to kind of remember how bad I used to be in StarCraft back in the day, where I think I went... All I know is I kept building drones and OVs until I had enough to build a hatchery without stopping to build drone. So I never cut production to build that hatch. All I know is I kept building it. And the only real reason why I'm here in esports is thanks in StarCraft 1 to Moltrap, Cloudstart, and Deity, because they showed me basically esports in Korea and StarCraft 1 in Korea. That's the reason why I'm a huge Jaedong fan. Jaedong was the first person I ever watched play StarCraft that won. I don't remember who lost that game. All I know is he beat them with metas, like 2 control groups of metas, and kept macroing and expanding during the same time. It was blowing my mind because I played Zerg at the time at like a sub equivalently to bronze. I was like below that, like literally below rank 100 bronze, because I didn't know unit relations at all. I just knew that I knew units couldn't attack up, but I didn't know what to build. So I just built drones and hatcheries, basically. That's what I preferred building. And then metas. Eventually I got metas out. That was my plan. To stay alive, get lurkers out to stay alive to metas, and then do stuff with metas. And then I got to like upper bronze level. Once I got metas out, I was K, guys. I knew what to do here. These aren't allowed to die. I got a micro this. Alright, stack them. We're good. I like taught myself how to stack. That was the only thing I can remember like achieving amazingly. But aside from that, aside from watching VODs of the OSL, the MSL, not really remembering what was going on, not being able to explain it to myself, and playing against the computer. I only beat it once before I started playing StarCraft 2. I think I played, like I might have said this already, but below 30 total games. So yeah, that was my experience with StarCraft 1. I will talk about it because I've gone back during my cast, because I've gone back and I've looked at it. I went from rank 99 in bronze in StarCraft 2 to top 8 in diamond. That being my peak of my league ladder placement. I've switched races 5 times, and Zerg, Protoss, Zerg, Terran, Zerg, Terran. The only time I played Protoss was to get out of bronze, and at that time the idea was I would just keep making gateway units and never get supply blocked. And that's all I'm gonna do. And it worked. It got me out of bronze. I remember having a positive win rate. It was like easy because I just made Mass Zealot Stalker and went a move. Mass Zealot Stalker. I don't care. They're pretty good, bro. But yeah, that's me in a nutshell. And I hope that we can soon have some nice discussions. Maybe I'll find some like background music. I'd love to have maybe some ambient jazz music to these discussions. We can call them like fireside chats or something. They're not going to be vlogs. They're going to be like chiller than that. But better webcam position and maybe some music in the future. We'll hang out. We'll have a little discussions. Just you, the viewer, and myself. I'll leave it up for your enjoyment. And if you have any questions, post in chat. If you wish to have me discuss something, my opinions, I'll try to, but I try and stay away from like the things that are going to cause flame wars. I don't really want to talk about, because I'd rather talk about something that can maybe help somebody and impact them than little things like which race is overpowered, because it's all, at the end of the day, if you can play well enough, there's only a certain point you can. I mean, unless you're like at the tip top and you're playing in GSL, then you can ask me that question. But then I'm just be like, well, you know better than I do. I don't know. Do you tell me? And then I'm gonna be like, well, that's a race you play, so why do you think it's underpowered? I'll be like, this, and this reason. I'm gonna be like, well, let me grab your the guy from the other race and ask him the same question. We'll compare notes. But no, I'd rather focus on things that I believe would have more discussion around them and less flaming. But I am NTO Weaklink. I am a brand new caster to Basetradetv, part of the Map Control family. I cannot wait to do more casts for you guys on Basetradetv. I cannot wait to get to know you. Anyways, I hope to talk to you soon, and hope you enjoyed this vlog. Let me know if you have any further questions in the chat. Thanks, and have a great day.